Hey guys, I'm back with another recipe, and now I'm going to show you how to make a breakfast biscuit pizza. Yep, you heard that right. It's kind of like egg, sausage, and cheese biscuit, or bacon, egg, and cheese, but today I'm going to use sausage. So we're going to start off with the biscuit recipe, and you're going to need some all-purpose flour, sugar, and here we have some baking powder, baking soda, and salt. You need cold butter, cold shortening, milk. I have some thick cut deli style American cheese. You can use shredded cheese also, but again, I wanted to have like that sausage, egg, and cheese feel. I have some scrambled eggs and some maple sausage. You can use any sausage that you like. I have here, these were links, and I just scored it with a knife and removed the meat from the casing and cooked it like if it was ground beef, just kind of like worked it and so that it would be like crumbles. I use a potato masher to do that and a spatula. When I'm cooking ground beef or sausage like this, you just take the potato masher and just smash it, and it really helps you get like nice little crumbles. So we're going to start with the biscuits. So we have some all-purpose flour, and we're going to go ahead and mix in the sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and salt, and we're just going to mix that in. And we're going to add 2 different kinds of fat. The reason for that is because shortening adds a lot of flakiness to your biscuits, and so does butter, but butter also adds flavor. And the reason why you want to add cold fats is because when this starts to bake, it's going to start to melt, and it's going to create moisture. And that moisture is going to be like trapped inside the dough, and it's going to become steam, and it's going to try to escape. So as that steam is trying to escape, it's going to start to lift the dough and create layers of flakiness. That's why when you're working with pie dough, biscuits, croissants, you have to use cold fats. So now we're going to go ahead and mix this into the flour. I'm using a pastry cutter. This is specifically used to do this, but you can also do it with a fork. So I'm just going to press that into the flour. And I'm going to do this until the butter and the shortening kind of look like the size of peas. It'll be like little crumbles in there. So I'm going to go ahead and work that in. So that's fully incorporated. Now we're going to add the milk. Again, cold milk so that you don't disturb the temperature of the fats. And we're going to just pour this in. Little by little, work it in to the flour. Just mixing it in. This is going to be kind of thick. It's not going to be runny, but that's how you want it because we're going to roll this out to make our pizza shape. So I'm going to go ahead and keep working this until it all comes together. Okay, so that's ready. So what we're going to do now is just try to put it together as much as possible. And we're going to divide this in half, and we're going to make 2 breakfast pizzas. They're kind of going to be like personal size. And the reason I do that is because I want to actually be able to slice this like a pizza and eat it like a pizza. And if you make it too big, like the biscuit dough is probably going to be too flimsy. So I'm going to make 2, but you can make a big one. That's totally up to you. So I'm just going to pat the dough down and score it down the middle to roughly get about half and half. And I'm going to put that on the parchment paper. So now what you want to do is just kind of press the dough together and try to get as much air out of it as possible. That way you can cut it and it'll stay together a little bit better and not be so crumbly, so that we can actually eat it as a slice. So just press that together. As you're pressing it together, kind of form like a disc, because we're going to roll this out into a nice circle shape. I have some extra flour here just in case things get a little bit sticky. And you're going to see bits and pieces of the butter throughout. That means you did it right. Okay, so then you take a rolling pin and just roughly try to get the size of a circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can kind of manipulate it with your hands. Use your hands if you want to. Just get a nice round shape, about 1/4 of an inch thick. Want to show you guys here. This is what the dough looks like, all rolled out, and you can tell that that is the butter. You're gonna have that running all throughout, and this is what it's supposed to look like. So our doughs are ready, and I baked them at 450 degrees. If you can tell, one of them is bigger than the other one, but that's okay because this is home cooked. So now we're gonna top it with the cheese. And you can add as little as much as you want. Got everywhere. So now we're gonna top it with the eggs and the sausage. And you can take this in so many directions. We're gonna put this back in the oven so that the cheese gets nice and melty. But once it comes out the oven, you can add things like avocados, salsa. You can use like a spicy pepper jack cheese and make a ton of different varieties. This is kind of just the basic one. Cheese is melted. I let them cool for a little bit, and now we're gonna go ahead and slice it. Just rock the pizza slicer back and forth so it can kind of cut through the ingredients. And I'm gonna cut each pizza into about 6 slices. So this is the final result. How cute is that? This would be so cool to make if you're having people over for breakfast or like brunch because it's so much fun. Yeah, me. The people you have over for breakfast are totally gonna love it. And remember, you can add different toppings to it. The written recipe will be on my website, eatingitupblog.com. I'll have the link in the description box, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!